Yes, people, we are back in the building once again. Afcon 2025 action continues here on Pros Only Sports. I'm excited for this one. It's probably going to be the game of the round. Algeria taking on the Super Eagles of Nigeria. It's going to be a very, very interesting 90 minutes plus more maybe in this afternoon fixture. Big up to everybody who's watching right now. Make sure you're hitting the like button and subscribe button as well. If you're on the YouTube, make sure you hit that notification bell because there's another live game later on tonight. Egypt taking on the Ivory Coast. And then, obviously, that will give us the complete set of teams heading into the semi-finals. But we'll find out a little bit about who's going to join Senegal and Morocco, the hosts, in those semi-finals. If you're on X right now, make sure you're liking that video, retweet your broadcast out to all of your followers, and then make sure you also follow Pros Only Sports on X, Instagram, and TikTok as well. Yes. 9 minutes from time, we will see this game kick off. It's going to be very interesting. Obviously, winner of this tie will go on to face the host Morocco in the semi-finals. Obviously, the fixture later on between Egypt and Ivory Coast, we'll find out who out of those two teams, one of them will join Senegal in the semi-finals. Both of those semi-final games will be played on Wednesday, the 14th of January. I'm covering both games, as you know. And so there's a lot to happen. Obviously, the players are in the tunnel right now, as I can see on my screen. They're about to enter onto the field of play, and then they're going to have their national anthems ringing out and all of that kind of stuff right there. But let's get into some of these teams, though. Let's get into these teams right now because it's very interesting to see what is going to happen with both of these teams. Just give me 2 seconds. Okay. All right, so we'll kick it off with Algeria playing a 4-4-2. It looks as if, I don't think it will end up being like that, but that's how they've lined them up here. You got Lucas Zidane in goal. Then you have a back four, Belgali, Mondi, Ben Sabeni, and Ait Nouri. And then in the midfield, you have Mahrez, Zerouki coming into the starting lineup to play alongside Boudaoui, and then Chaibi. I think they're going to go 4-3-3, to be honest, like how they did before. And then up front, you have Mazza and Amora. I have a feeling that this will be a 4-3-3. Mahrez will come in here. It'll be a 3 in midfield here, maybe a 2, and then Chaibi in the 10. So it might be a 4-2-3-1. So yeah, or something of that nature, or maybe let's say a 4-2-1-3 potentially, like something like that, or 4-3-3, depending on how it wants to be played. But we'll see how it goes in regards to that. I think it's interesting to see Zerouki come into the starting lineup. He obviously got the assist for Bulbina, who scored in the previous game against Congo late as that game was approaching penalties in extra time. So he's come in. I think it's just a bit more forward passing. Obviously, Boudaoui's got that energy in midfield to be able to partner up with him. So it's very, very interesting. They've largely gone unchanged except for that one change with Zerouki in there. So a lot of these players know each other very well, and it should be an interesting game for this set of players. Obviously, Boudnajar is continuing on the bench, which is interesting as well. Started in that first game against Sudan, and we haven't seen him start since then, with the Petkovic preferring to bring Mazza in from the start. And why not? He's performed very, very well in the tournament so far. Now let's get into this Nigeria team. They're playing a 4-3-1-2. So Wabali in goal, then a back four of Osei Samuel, Ajayi, Bassi, and Onyemechi. And then in midfield, you've got a 3 Onyeka, Ndidi, and Iwobi, with Lookman in the 10. And then Akko Adams and Victor Osimhen are up front. An unchanged team from their last game as well, against Mozambique, a game in which they played very, very well. Obviously, there was a lot of rumours surrounding Osimhen and his participation moving forward in this tournament. Looks like it's been resolved amongst the players himself and the FA. So he's starting up again. I love the partnership that he's been striking up with Adams here. Adams has been working tirelessly, kind of operating in a bit of a striker, but then also on that right hand side as well. Just kind of trying to find Osimhen in many positions that he can. Um, I love the role that Alex Iwobi is doing as well in the midfield there, just showcasing how quality the quality he has in terms of passing the ball, his range of passing, and just keeping things ticking. And obviously, Lookman has been a revelation since he's come into this Nigeria team, and you're on the lookout for him to potentially do something in this game as well. And then obviously you look at their backline. You see this partnership between Ajayi and Calvin Bassey. They've been rock solid. 11 goals so far for Nigeria in the tournament. I think the most of any team. So it's going to be hard for this Algeria team to basically stop him this time around. And I don't know what's going to happen, but we'll see. Yo, big up to Drizzy, man. Big up yourself, Drizzy. Rich he actually went to the game. He was in Macclesfield today, so that's why I know he's not going to be here. He's going to be traveling his way back. Way back. It's pretty far. It's quite north up in England, so he probably won't be home until I don't even know. Maybe after even the second game kicks off, he probably lands when it kicks off. Maybe I don't know, but he was at the game, so that's why he's not here. So yeah, it must have been a difficult one for him to go watch. But players are on the pitch. National anthems being rung out. We are nearly there for Nigeria. Big up yourself, Drizzy, man. Thank you for coming through, man. But yeah, Rich ain't here because he was at the game. Crystal Palace lost. And yeah, peak. Man said that I'll be waiting to banter him. He can't run. Hey, you're funny. You're funny. But yeah, so he was at the game, so for sure he's not going to be joining me on this one. Probably won't join me on the next one because he's probably going to be still traveling, probably. So we'll see what happens. But it wasn't a good day for Crystal Palace. That one's for sure. But yeah, I'm ready for this, man, because I said this yesterday. The Algerian team, I don't think they've been tested just yet. Like, you could say Congo was a test for them, but I don't think Congo did as well as maybe I expected them to do. They were my favorites to go to win this tournament. They failed at that hurdle. I have a feeling that yes, their defense is very good. Algeria, they've conceded one goal in this whole tournament, so you've got that element, right? But then I think when you compare the attacks that they've gone up against to give you that record, you can say yeah, largely you're gonna get that, right? Sudan got through to the last 16, but I think they only scored. I don't think they scored a goal. They didn't even score a goal like that. They scored a. There was an own goal. There was an own goal, but they didn't score it themselves. So they got through with an own goal as one of their goals. So you've got that. Then you've got then who else did they play? They played against Equatorial Guinea. Equatorial Guinea scored the one goal. That's the only one that they conceded. It was an unstoppable goal. And Emilio Nsue with a stunner from outside of the box. No one's saving it, right? Man, like Zinedine Zidane in the house. Who else did they play against as well? Played against Burkina Faso as well. And Burkina Faso, they weren't able to score. So then you go into the last 16 tie and Congo didn't score. So it's like, I'm waiting to see how good Lucas Zidane is in goal. I don't think that their defense is that good to the point they're experienced, but it doesn't mean that they're that good. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens in that regard. Big up to Defez. Opta says 51.58. Nigeria 48.42% for the match. Algeria 9.99%, and Nigeria 8.82% to win Afcon. I think Nigeria win this game, and they can, and I think they'll win it quite comfortably too. In the end, I think they'll win this game 2-0, but it'll be very hard. After the shocking performance versus Macclesfield, he's hoping Nigeria can make it to the semi-finals. Let's see, man. Let's see. But yeah, I think there's going to be an interesting. We've got the best defense left, I think, in the competition. I think the best someone's got to give, and I think the attack is going to be the best defense because I don't think that defense has been tested as much. Whereas Nigeria have had tests, they've had scares. Their opening game against Tanzania, there was a scare. They could have drawn that game. They narrowly escaped with a 2-1 win. Um, they had a scare against Tunisia as well in their group as well. That was a 3-2 win, even though they were comfortable after 70 minutes with a 3-0 victory, 3-0 scoreline. It could have ended 3-3 if a couple of chances went Tunisia's way, and then all of a sudden they draw that game. So they've had scares and they've come through those adversities and those tests, as opposed to Algeria not really facing the biggest test that I've from my perspective. So let's see. I mean, there are weaknesses within both teams. What something's gonna have to give. We've kicked off here. Let's see what happens. Winner of this tie will face Morocco in the semi-finals. Jizzy saying this Afcon will be remembered for the corruption. It only is corrupt if Morocco win this. If Morocco win this, then there's. Yesterday I saw some stuff against Cameroon. I was like, what the hell is this, bro? There should have been a penalty. It should have been a sending off as well. I'm just saying, based on the way that I've seen this competition refereed, should have been all of that. But okay, we'll see. We will see. Big up to everybody. I think so. It's a free kick to Nigeria. Osimhen was fouled. We have a delay here. Referees just trying to get players to stop pulling each other. Lookman stop. Eesh. It's a header by Semi Ajay. Let's have a look here. Yeah, Semi Ajay just getting the header all wrong. Daniel Laye let the country down with his VAR decision. Was he the one that was in the VAR yesterday? Should have been a penalty. That one I know for a fact. It should have been a penalty. But then there was a red card that should have happened. El Canous had a yellow card. He pulled a player back for Cameroon. And he should have been sent off for a second yellow because we saw the same thing happen in the game literally before. Bissouma had a yellow, and then he brought down a player and then got a yellow card, and it was red. Same thing should have happened, but it didn't. So we'll point that one for the the corruption on board. Here's Alex Iwobi with a bit of space, a good ball in behind towards Osimhen, but gathered by Zidane in the goal. Here's Ait Nori over to Belgali. Goes long into Boudawi and the referee's assistant clash there on the line after Bassi just bundles him over there. Here's Bassi. Here's Bassi. So they're saying Bassi is on a yellow, and if he gets booked, he misses the semi final. Big up to man like Isaac, bro. Hey, big up yourself, man. Big up yourself, man. Ibrahim Mazda went down. Here's Osai Samuel to Ajayi. Sindidi. Uh, I don't know. I need to find out why. I don't know why. Yeah, I need to find out why. I actually don't know. I have no idea. Is Osimhen and on your matchy with the cross and cleared by Nori. But what do you think is going to happen in this game, bro? You think Nigeria are going to win this? I think so. I don't think Algeria have been tested just yet, and Nigeria are going to test them hard in this game. I don't think Lucas Zidane is a goalkeeper. Looking with the corner, cleared away by Chaibi, and I know they have no choice. I said this already. You man need to win this competition because with no World Cup in the last two, you have to win. Is Akko Adams just fouling? I think that's Ben Sabani. He's just fouled there, so it's a free kick to Algeria, and he goes long into space. Here's Amora. He's offside. Yeah, he's offside there, just straight offside. Amora. Here's Osimhen now in the box. Mm, gets blocked by Mondi. It's a corner to Algeria. The corner comes in and then headed away. Osimhen went up for the header. It was well over. And there's a foul on Onyeka. It's a free kick to Nigeria. It's Calvin Bassey. Semi Ajay getting pressed by Ibrahim Mazza. Oh, that's nice from Osoye Samuel. And he's Onyeka on the right hand side, cross into the box. Ooh, could have landed at the feet of Osimhen, but cleared away by Boudawi. And here's Onyemechi. Here's Lookman. Turn from Lookman. Finds Iwobi. Here's Onyemechi. Cross. Oof. Onyeka couldn't get the shot on target. Here's Iwobi. Tried to thread it through to Akko Adams, but was unable to get that ball go through. Algeria under pressure through these first 10 minutes, yeah. And this is what I was saying. They have not been tested yet in this tournament. And they're finally finding this first test. And we're gonna see what they're actually made of. Because Nigeria, as I said, they've scored the most goals in this tournament, 11 through these first four games that they've played. And Algeria, despite the fact that they've only conceded one goal in this tournament, they've not been tested really by any team or any forward line in terms of their defense being tested too. So they're getting that now, and that's where we're going to see what they're actually made of. If they want to win this, they have to get through Nigeria, and they're not going to win this. They're not going to win the Afcon. It's going to be better luck next time. They did they did well to kind of get through the group stage, and not kind of ride on their reputation and some of the players that they have. They actually went in every game with a game plan and was able to get 3 out of 3 wins in the group stage. The game against Congo, they struggled for large parts to get behind that Congo defense because the defense is very strong. We know this. And they was able to just get through on a last minute kind of Hail Mary because it was going to penalties anyway. And then there was, Congo's pushing up, spacing behind, and then Bino was able to get the finish. It was a wonderful finish, Bino, by the way. But yeah, and Lookman just fouling out Nori, and it's a free kick to Algeria. Here's Nori. Here's Mazza. Nice from Mazza. Him and Zaruki just kind of get into a mix up, and Lucas Zidane will pick it up as it ricochets all the way back to him. Given the Nigerian attacking prowess, I'd back them to win on penalties. You think? Interesting. I think they win this in 90 minutes. Like Algeria. Their only way of winning this game is through playing mind games, the dark arts, scrappy. Make it difficult in terms of that. You're not going to be able to bring the physicality. His Mazza turns away into space to Amora, but covered by Semi Ajayi and just clears upfield. Here's Ben Sabani being tracked by Oshiman. Lucas Zidane comes out of his area into Zerouki, Mondi, and now here's Boudawi. Now Algeria getting a spell of possession now. Here's Zerouki. Here's Begali. And they give it away. Here's Iwobi. Ndidi. Back to Onyemechi getting pressed now. Now he finds Osei Samuel in space. Pushing forward into Osimhen. And he was offside. Be a free kick to Algeria. Ooh. Hit his hand. It's been a very good start to the game for Nigeria. They haven't really created a chance, let's say. But possession wise, they've shown good physicality. They've kept the ball moving. I think Algeria, their first real spell of possession just before this free kick has come through for Nigeria, just there kind of shows what they're going to be about. They're going to have to really soak up a lot of pressure and then hope to hit them on the counter. And they've got the forwards to be able to do it. They've got the midfielders that with the energy to be able to do it. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. No penalty doesn't look like a deliberate handball. Yeah, I agree. It just hit his hand. There's nothing he can really do about it. Like Nori to Zeruki. There's a flick on Calvin Bassi and Wabali. gives it away to No, and there's Balgali with the ball into the box and it's cleared away. Zerouki keeps it alive. Amora now here on this left hand side crosses it, deflected away. Yeesh, that's a tough tackle there, Zerouki, and he's gonna get booked. Lookman is gone down. So booking for Zerouki early. Lookman is down. I think he's all right. Let's have a look at this again. He wins the ball but catches him on the toe. So yeah, that's a yellow card. Oh yeah, I forgot. I forgot. Um, Ismail Benacer, former AC Milan player. Um, he got injured in the game against Congo. Went off for it with an injury, so that's why Zerouki is here. Completely forgot about that. Ibrahim Mazza just bringing down Calvin Bassey here is going to be a free kick to Nigeria. Yeah, just clips him, Mazza. Referee gives him a warning. Drizzy saying that should have been a red on Zerouki. I don't think Nigeria need the advantage, man. Nigeria are a better team than Algeria. This is just normal. Like you will see it in this game. No matter what Algeria do, Nigeria, as long as they stay concentrated, they have enough. Too much to beat this team. The only way Algeria win this game is they have to be very scrappy. They're going to be on the counter attack, and they hope that it's just like they're going to have to hope that Nigeria, because Nigeria are going to have a lot of the ball because they're very comfortable in possession and they look to attack. They're not looking to sit back. They don't how how high their centre backs are. Like they're comfortable. Like this is the way they play. Is Onyeka or say Samuel on the side. Onyeka with the cross blocked. Or you think so? You would have went to VAR. Interesting. Interesting. I thought it was a yellow. I think it's a yellow. Throwing to Nigeria on Yeka to take it. Long throw by Onyeka. Indeed, he tried to flick it on, but cleared away. Amora just chasing Otei Samuel, but he goes back to Wabali. Here's Alex Iwobi. Iwobi trying to find the run of Osimhen, but it's overhit. And Zidane takes control. Here's Mondi. Here's Belgali. Goes direct in towards Mares, but gets fouled by Onyemaechi. Here's Ait Nori now. Here's Amora. Is Ben Sabani. Game is settled down here for Algeria now into these 20 minutes of the game. It's not the same kind of possession that they've been used to in this tournament so far. It's been a very physical game for them. They having to. Rudawi goes down under the challenge of Bassi. They take the quick free kick, but Wabali just gathers as it went into the box. Here's Ajayi. And they go back to Wabali. They give it away. That's a foul on Mares by Onyemechi. I can't lie, that like they're complaining it's a yellow card. They're complaining for a yellow card, and it's a yellow card offense, like because he gives this ball away, then he just pulls him back. No matter if it's a big tug or if it's a little one, it's still a tug at the end of the day. It's obstruction. So he's lucky to not have a yellow. And they've conceded a free kick here, which is probably one of the chances that Algeria will have to get themselves an advantage in this game. Yeah, bro. I remember that game as well. 2019 when Algeria won the game late from Amara's free kick. There's a ball into the box. Wabali with a punch, but they give a foul. They give a foul. Yeah, the thing about it is there's a lot of revenge on the minds of the Nigerians. There's this one, obviously, between these two teams after what happened in 2019. And like, if it goes, it might be a rematch in the final between Ivory Coast and Nigeria. And they'll be wanting revenge to win that game after what happened in the last Afcon final. So there's a lot riding on this for Nigeria. And this is why I say this is probably going to be the game of the round because, you know, you've got the best defense against the best attack. One defense that I don't think has been tested. You know, it should be very interesting to see what happens. Osimhen just getting held there by Ben Sabani, but he actually keeps the ball alive. Here's Akko Adams now, gives it away. Here's Ibrahim Mazam being tracked by Indeed. He gets fouled. Obviously, we know the danger. We know the danger that Ibrahim Mazza has. You know how he's floating centrally, left, right. They have to track him very well, Nigeria. They give it away, Algeria. Here's Adams. Here's Lookman in the box now. Takes a shot and it's right at Lucas Zidane. Fair. That's fair. Lucky not to get a yellow card, in my opinion, but it's the first real opportunity there for Nigeria. Lookman, they give this ball away. It's going to be an Algeria throw. Here's Calvin Bassey over to Osei Samuel. Here's Onyeka. Ooh, tried to find Iwobi in that gap. Amora. They tried to break here. Because the thing about it is the opportunity to break is there because of how high their line is. Is Onyeka into Iwobi. Adams takes a poor touch at Nori. Now it's an opportunity for them to break and they give it away again. They can't get out. They can't get out, and here's Bassi now. Here's Lookman. The thing about it is that like this is something that I have not seen from Algeria in this tournament. You could say they had a slight bit of it in the game against Congo where they did sit back. Ooh, Zidane came out and then he backtracked there as the cross was coming in. He was a bit scared of the presence of Osimhen in the center of the box there. Here's Mahrez. What can he do? Because they need to kind of relieve themselves of pressure because they've given it right back to Wobie. Say Samuel just keeps it in there after Osimhen's like wayward header. Say Samuel getting tracked by Chaibi. Here's Ndidi. Nice from Ndidi just to keep it going. And there's a foul by Mora on Ajayi. Here's Iwobi. Into Lookman. And here's Osimhen. That's a good tackle there. Good tackle by Ait Nori. Just takes it off the toe of Osimhen. Is Ndidi, but that's it. They're in again. Nigeria. They win the ball back here. Algeria. Here's Maza. Mahrez. And here's Belgali. Unable to get a shot. He tried to take a shot. It deflects off of Onyemachi and himself, and then it just trickles into the hands of Bali in the Nigeria goal. It's a good tackle by Ait Nori. Just takes it off the toe of Osimhen there. It's a big chance there. A couple of chances there. And then finally Algeria get their benefit of their kind of breakaway pushing forward. And Belgali was unable to make it count, to be honest, for Algeria. But this is going to be the theme of the game. You know, a lot of possession for Nigeria. Can they find the gaps and break down this defense? Which I think they can. I think they have the ability to do so. And then they also have, you know, Osimhen making the runs, Akko Adams making the runs. I just think that Algeria don't have enough to sustain a counter attack. And here's Akko Adams now into Osimhen, turns and was unable to get a shot away. Zerouki gives it right back to Nigeria. His Osei Samuel gets fouled by Amora. It's gonna be a yellow card to Amora. Yo, big up man like Tariq, man. Nah, man, all good, man. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. I mean, it's been a good tournament, man. I think we haven't seen the shocks like we've been seeing over the last couple of tournaments, which kind of I don't like it because it's like the bigger teams are now dominating them again, which entertainment, all of that, like it kind of you have to wait. Ooh, just off the line. That was been a goal for Nigeria. And Lookman, first time cross, and it's gonna go out off of Budawi for a corner for Nigeria. But definitely, as we've come into this knockout stages, it's just high level games. So you look at the game between Algeria and Congo. That was a very high level game. It was a chess match. Like both teams were trying to get in behind the other. Both teams weren't trying to make mistakes. Both teams were very concentrated up until that final last minute of extra time. Just off the line by Ben Sabini. Oof. Are they gonna give it? Nah, it's gonna be a corner. I don't know if they do a VAR for check for that. I think the VAR checking this, you know. I think the VAR is checking this. Yeah, I think they're checking this. Because that I think they're checking this. Oi. Yes, big up to man like Hassan. The ball scored. The ball scored at the goal line. VAR check is needed. That's a goal. Saying Drizzy. Depends on the angle. Either you think it's a goal or a corner, but close anyway. They said nah, it's a corner. They said nah. Let's continue. It's inconclusive, isn't it? So, but yeah, this tournament has been high level. Less shocks. The bigger teams have come in. That's a good corner by Lookman. Just goes over Ndidi's head. The big teams have showcased their talent. Like you see Algeria coming into this quarterfinal. The last two Afcons, they went out of the group stage. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't want to make that same mistake. Cameroon's been an interesting one for me because we know they're a big nation, 5-time winners of the competition, but the team is completely young or mostly young. It's a lot of newish kind of guys that have been in the competition. You know, there's some of them making their tournament debuts. It's a good cross by Say Samuel, but Akko Adams unable to get in there. Man, like CM in the building. What are you saying, bro?
How you?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. How's the game been going on so far?
Nigeria are slowly cranking up pressure now. Oh no, Lucas Zidane is down in the goal mouth.
Um,
But yeah, like I mean, just based on this first like half an hour, like you can clearly see that. Yeah, that's over the line.
ooh,
I don't know what angle they would have seen on VAR, but that is a goal. That's over the line. But yeah, less big up to Tariq. Less shocks equals big nations play each other, which is good. That's what we want to see. I want to see more of the bigger nations playing off against each other because this semi-finals matchup is going to be mad. It could be a Senegal, Ivory Coast, and maybe Nigeria, Morocco, bruv. Like it could be mad. But yeah, big money like
large
Morocco.
ups to T, man.
Hey, don't kill me, bro. About we don't have it here, but it will come soon, didn't it? I'm sure the next one they'll be there.
Hey,
Man said when Afcon is gone, CM is short for Chukwu, man.
hey.
Man said I told you about the corruption. Let's not get started on that, man. The only way we know it's corruption is if Morocco win this tournament. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it's looking good for them. I'm not gonna lie, you know, because hey,
Man, yesterday, what I saw mad things yesterday. I was like, nah, let's not do this, bro.
Cameroon, I'm not gonna lie, they went out a little sorry. They went outside.
They went outside. It was like no shot on target was in the whole game.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey.
I'm just like, yeah, I'm all right. They didn't play well yesterday.
Mm,
T saying from what you've watched, who do you think's gonna win it? I think Nigeria played the best football in this
yeah,
tournament. It's between them and Ivory Coast. In terms of the teams that have played the best football, is those two. But if
yeah.
we're talking corruption and everything else involved, the hosts win it. The
Hometown
hosts win.
heroes, man.
The hosts win it. If they're gonna have everything going for them, then they're winning it. But I think the best football has been played by either Nigeria or Ivory Coast. They're kind of like
Mm,
I'm not so. I think I would prefer Ivory Coast to retain it. That's for me. Those are
interesting.
those are my those are like my neighbors, my real neighbors. So so I'd rather give it to them
Got a big
over
match
Nigeria.
tonight, man. Big match
Yeah,
tonight.
they're gonna beat them though. We're not worried about Egypt.
Yeah.
We're not worried about Egypt now.
Hey, there's a lot going on with this in the Nigerian camp now, between the issues with distribution of wages, and then
Yeah,
obviously last game the little spat between Osimhen and Lookman,
yeah.
which
I
was
mean,
handled differently if you reading the news,
yeah.
depending on who you saw.
I don't know, man. Like I think it's been an interesting Afcon for a lot of these FAs and these nations. Like you look at the stuff that happened with Cameroon. I'm just saying to myself, how is that good preparation for any player to come and perform in a tournament? There's no way you can prepare and be concentrated on winning a competition when this type of stuff is happening. How can man give you
Yeah.
2 squad lists, bro, and you're sitting at home saying, like, should I be going? Should I be booking a flight to go to Morocco or not?
And look how it ends up for them.
Stupid, man. And they did well to get as far as they
Considering.
got, considering, yeah. But yeah, Algeria, they are off their game. It's hilarious though. Like, because I said this, they haven't been tested in this tournament so far. They've conceded
Mm.
one. They've conceded 1 goal. They've not come up against any side with it. A talent, but
Oh,
it's
big
Aqua
chance!
Adams.
Oh!
Oh, Aqua Adams over the bar. And the thing about it is, he's actually he scored 2 goals, 3 goals in this tournament. Like he should be burying this. He should be
Oh!
burying this.
The idea is correct. It's almost like he leans back a little bit and it goes over the bar.
So I think he's doing too much. Just go
You
low.
could see that.
You're doing
Yeah.
too much. Go
Yeah.
low. But that's another big chance for Nigeria there, man. Like they should be up in this game by a couple of goals to nil, to be fair. So yeah, he had to score. Yeah, I think he does too much there, man. Like he's trying to get that goal, you know that kind of goal that is like
Yeah.
it's a highlight. You know what I'm saying? It's just like just keep it simple, man. Just keep it low, pass the keeper, done. This is the issue with Osimhen. One of the big reasons big clubs haven't taken the risk to sign him. Yeah, man, you could say that. You could say that. I mean, I think the wages has been a big part of that. No,
Yeah.
that's been very much like reported. His wages being an issue, agents getting involved in too much of the deal. But then you could also speak on the attitude thing as well. Maybe he likes being the big fish in a small pond, and he doesn't want to, relinquish that. But yeah, I mean, I was shocked when he decided to move to Galatasaray permanently. Mazza.
That was an excellent bit of footwork, but it just wasn't able to culminate in a chance.
Yeah, he's been a bright spark for Algeria in this tournament, man. Like, definitely put the continent and the world on notice with some of his performances for Algeria. It's like the future is bright for him in for his nation as well. But yeah, but they've struggled though in this game. Definitely, they've struggled in this game. Nigeria have dominated possession. Yeah, and Nigeria should be 2-0 up. To be honest with you, here's Adams now.
Yeah.
Cuts inside.
He goes down, but there wasn't much of an inquest.
Tariq saying that he's got the talent for the wages he demands, but the injuries and attitude are the red flags. Yeah. Because I mean, if you're talking about who is that like number 9 in the world, it's him. Like obviously it's Harry Kane. Like he's still doing his thing at Bayern Munich, but he's a little bit older. We don't know how long that will go on for, and we don't know how long it'll go on for. So it's probably him. And then after that, we don't even know who it really is, isn't it? Like it's supposed to be your guy at Arsenal, but it's not really looking like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it was supposed to be, but I knew
Yeah.
that this is what was going to happen because we've seen it time and time again. Players from that Portuguese league that does not translate in the Premier League. We've seen it on the numerous occasions now. It's the biggest red flag. You can't go and get managers from there. You can't go and get players from there. It's finished. We know what it is. We know that league is a farm for talent, both managers and players, and they're there to exploit the bigger teams. You look at Joao Felix. Benfica came up on the maddest come up ever for him. He's playing in Saudi.
It's crazy, man. Alongside
I'm just saying.
Ronaldo and Mane and them, man.
I'm just saying. Here's a
This,
break now. Algeria is at Nori. Don't know who he thinks he is. Gives it away and then fouls Osai Samuel.
tried to dance his way through.
He's had a decent tournament at Nori, to be fair. For Algeria, I think he's been good. But yeah, they are struggling with a lack of a focal point up top because they're playing Mazza, Mahrez, and Amora up front, and none of them really can hold the ball up and bring others into play.
Yeah.
So I think the big change they will have to make at halftime is to bring on Baghdad Budnejar, who's their who's supposed to be main striker, experience. He should be up top to just kind of give them a bit of pressure relief because they're struggling with Nigeria's kind of very imposing way that they're holding the ball and moving it.
That's out.
Yeah, that's gone out. It's gone out. It's gone out. It's gone out.
Starting to see.
Sorry, bro. Go on.
No, I was starting to see a few kind of outlet passes for Algeria, just not able to really create anything up top because once they get spray that ball out, there aren't a lot of numbers and supporting cast members to really put pressure on that Nigerian backline.
And the thing about it is that you see how high Jai and Bassi are, and look at where Wolbies. Look at their position on the pitch. Like there's space back there to exploit. It's just they're unable to keep the possession of the ball for long spells, so they can't do anything. Just going to keep coming back, and it's gone out of play. Exactly. If Haaland's on for, oh yeah, see, I forgot about that guy. So it's Haaland and him. They're the two. It's them two. And then after that, we don't know who it is. Like after that, it's anybody's game. But yeah, if Haaland is on 400k per week and Gyökeres is on 200k, then Osimhen is good at. Yeah, like agreed.
Would you class Mbappe as a striker? Because I know he's more so a hybrid.
Yeah,
in terms of being a winger, can play up front.
I think he's better off the left than he is up top. I think it's dependent on the team and the tactics you play. So yes, I probably throw him in there as well, just because we've seen him play up top as well.
Yeah.
So, and then you look at his goal scoring record, compared to his age, what he's achieved so far, you kind of have to put him in there as well. But yeah, I agree. He's a bit of a hybrid. So yeah, Mbappe, Haaland, Osimhen, those are the three. And Kane, 4. After that, I don't know. Yeah, he's not a traditional 9, but can play there. Played there for some parts of his career. Yeah. We see Algeria try to hook the ball up to counter, which doesn't work against a team as fast as Nigeria, whereas Nigeria can stop many Algerian attacks in the midfield and go on the attack again. Yeah, this is the thing. This is the way the game is played out. And I'm surprised, to be fair, that Algeria have just kind of like resorted in relinquishing all of that territory and just say, come and like basically try and beat us. They get mixed up there. Say Samuel and Bruno Onyemaechi just getting each other's way. So we're referring to Algeria.
I think Nigeria have done such a great job in this tournament of passing and advancing the ball from those deep midfield areas into attack in a blink of an eye that any team is going to fear really pushing up against them.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying, Tariq. Is it like you don't have a focal point up front, so you're gonna have to sacrifice one of them or somebody to be able to bring that person into play. Because and this is what I was surprised at. So they started off with a focal point in the start of the tournament against Sudan. Budnejar started up top, experienced striker at this level, like scored a lot of goals for Algeria, but he played that game and then they dropped him after that. I don't know why. I think there was a bit of like issue between him and some of the players on the pitch because he was saying that they weren't doing enough to try and find him. So he was getting very frustrated. He was having arguments with people on the pitch. He got taken off in that game against Sudan. And then from that point, we haven't seen him since in the tournament. Well, we have. He's come off the bench, but he hasn't started any games. But that's what they need right now. They need somebody he's decent in the air. He's going to be able to occupy Bassi and Ajayi at the very least. Hold the ball up, relieve pressure, like you know. And then
Look at
Nigeria,
this. Brilliant. Just wins a free kick there, right at the edge of the area there.
I'll say Samuel, that was good from him. But yeah, Nigeria dominated the second balls too, and that I mean, you also could say this as well, bro. Like Algeria have come through 120 minutes against Congo. It's a little bit of tiredness potentially in the legs because that was a difficult game, very difficult physical battle between them and Congo. So whereas Nigeria were comfortable after 75 minutes, all the players were coming off. They beaten Mozambique. They were here ready, like for knowing that they had this quarterfinal to come and negotiate on Saturday. So there's also that there too. There's also that one there too. That's why I think maybe they're edging it on the second balls, Nigeria, just because they just fresh. There's a day fresher maybe. So, but I just think that ultimately Nigeria are a better team than Algeria. It's just there's just too much quality in this team that you have to be good. You have to be really good if you're going to beat them. And then this Lucas Zidane story, I want to see him get tested. I haven't seen it yet. I want to know if he's a keeper. Like, that's what I was hoping that they went to penalties in their game because I wanted to see if he could actually do something. Like, will he save some penalties? Like, we actually get to see, like, does he make a name for himself outside of his father's shadow? Because everybody's talking about his dad. His dad is in the stadium, you know what I'm saying? I want to see if he's going to make it as a player by himself. Like, what does he do? So, we'll see. Plus that Nigeria midfield is full of athletes. Yeah, man. Onyeka and Didi. It will be. And I mean, as a unit, they're just too good. They're too good. But I'm backing Ivory Coast to retain. It's half time. I think Nigeria will be disappointed,
Yeah, to not have the lead at this point, even from the part where I'm tuning in and seeing obviously the goal line clearance, like it's been dominance. Yeah. A lot of them. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The Aqua Adams chance. It's been dominance in terms of chance creation on the side of the Super Eagles. Algeria just haven't really been able to put it together at all.
Yeah. I have a feeling that they'll be very disappointed coming through that. I think Algeria also come off that. They'll say that maybe they're lucky, but they also feel disappointed that they haven't been able to do much in the game themselves after like all of the kind of hype going into this game. A lot of praise from a lot of the different nations about how well they've played since they've come into this tournament. Some of their better players have not, lived up to the kind of hype that they've received. You look at Ibrahim Mazes, he struggled in that position, in that kind of false nine position. Amora hasn't been having space to get in behind at all. Riyad Mahrez as well. He hasn't been able to impose himself in the game. You're looking to him. He's the captain, probably one of the most experienced players in this squad. And you're expecting him to at least be able to be a focal point or at least, relieve pressure when he gets the ball, to relieve pressure, kind of get his teammates into the game. bring them upfield. He's not been able to do any of those types of things. Very interesting. We'll see what happens in regards to that. But yeah, my thing is they need to bring a focal point into the team. So you need to bring on Baghdad Bugnajar in the second half to relieve yourself from all of this pressure that you're going to be receiving from Nigeria as they push for that opening goal. Nigeria is more of the same, but when you get your chances, put them away. That's literally it. Um,
Mhm.
Big up to Durfez saying Algeria need two attackers to be in their attack. Otherwise, they're just too easy to stop. Nigeria showing us that they're a better team, waiting for the confirmation goal. Yeah, simple, man. I knew they were the better team coming into this. I knew that, it was going to be a huge test for Algeria, who haven't been tested yet. Now they're finally getting that test. All Nigeria needs to do is get that goal, like you say, bro. And yeah, Yandi Mande's been good in this tournament. I don't know if it's 100 million euros good, like how they're quoting. But he's good. He's good though.
Yeah.
Um, what do you think of Yan Diomande, bro? Like from what you've seen him in this tournament, like
I think he's solid, man. I don't I don't remember seeing him at any point of this tournament looking like, at times when you look at certain players, they have good moments, they have bad moments. But I think he's for the most part been good. But
yeah,
again, when we speak about like price tags, right? I don't think many players in the world are worth what clubs spend on them. It's
mm,
more so just like the thought of what the player could become. And then it's up to the player themselves and the club to be able to develop and get and squeeze that the most out of that player.
yeah,
So I don't know, man. 19 years of age, there's a lot of potential there. Which club do you potentially see in him go to and getting the best out of him as a player? Yeah.
yeah. Therese agreeing with you here, saying especially attackers. That's where the price
Mm,
tags are going to be quite high. I think you're looking at where does he go for the greater of his development, isn't it? Like it's like
yeah,
like he's in the right league for his skill set.
yeah.
He's probably in the right league and should be staying there. Like, but then obviously you're having to move to one of the bigger teams there, then, right? Like, Leipzig. You know what they do? They're there to
Mm,
develop players and then sell them on for a huge profit. So, like I think it could work in the Premier League, but it's hard. Like he'd have to adapt very, very well. Like, and we'll see how that goes. Um,
yeah.
but he's in the right league at this stage of his career for his development because there's going to be a lot of space for him to operate in because they don't
Mm,
really defend too touch tight in Germany, and then there's a big emphasis on you know counter attacking as well in the German league. So yeah, I don't know. Um, Spending 100 million on the 19-year-old though, like
yeah.
yeah, I don't.
It's it's a tough one. And I know like the thought process is like financial gains a lot of the time, but do you think it's actually in the best interest of a player to remain in a specific environment that works for them for longer rather than making those early big moves that essentially garners a lot of pressure and expectations to produce, if not immediately, at least sooner rather than later?
I think there's a good example you can use. Look at Bruno Fernandez's career before
Mm,
he joined United. He's also somebody that's come from the Portuguese league, but then left, went to Italy. I think then he was in Italy for a couple of moves, and then went back to Portugal. And like I think that experience taught him that like maybe you shouldn't have left too early. Because by the time
yeah.
he joined United at 25, 26 years old, he was basically primed and ready to go on that kind of run that he's got
Mm,
to become the player that he's become. Whereas if you leave somewhere at 19 and you don't find yourself in the right environment, you're going to struggle. Like you will struggle. Like and we've seen it time and time again with a lot of players. Like you have to be able to go to the right environment, and that's hard because there's a lot of interests that are involved. You got agents that are telling you that this could be the biggest move
mm,
of your career. If you don't take this move, you might not get this again. So you're kind of bound by that. Then you've got obviously you don't know some of these players like their family life. Like you change, you're bringing in generational wealth by making a
yeah.
move such as this. You can't really say no to it. But then if you back yourself enough, like then maybe it will work out for you. But yeah, I think it's a very interesting debate. That ball is over the
That
line.
looks that looks over the
That
line, you
ball
know.
is fully over the line, and it should be a goal.
Hey,
I'm sorry. Like, there's not even a part of it that you can say is not on that angle
we,
anyway.
like, we need to see an aerial view. That's what we really need. But I can't believe they don't have goal line tech,
Yeah, we don't have goal line tech at Afcon.
man.
I don't think I've seen it. Yeah, it's not been introduced just yet. I think it
Yeah.
probably will be for the next one. It probably will be now
Mm,
because we just seen that.
so,
Um, Nigeria had 7 shots, Algeria 0, 2 shots on target for Nigeria versus 0. 76% of the ball for Nigeria, 33% for Algeria. Big up Defez for this. 11 fouls for Algeria, 6 for Nigeria, 2 yellows for Algeria, and 3 corners for Nigeria. Yeah, I mean, just based on all of that, you can see the dominance in the game. It's just missing the goal for Nigeria here. Just a bunch of chances that they've just kind of not been able to put into the back of the net. But as I said, like, this Algeria team is getting the test finally that I've been waiting for them to see, because they had a bit of a scare against Burkina Faso late in the game. Burkina were trying to put chances together to equalize. They couldn't do it. They really struggled in front of goal for me anyway. Sudan wasn't a test for them at all. They were able to get through that easily. Obviously, by that time they'd already qualified, and when they played Equatorial Guinea, so it was a changed team. They still won that game comfortably. They go into the game
mm,
against Congo. They go into the game against Congo, and I was like, this is the best. This is the first big test. And Congo disappointed me. They disappointed me because they couldn't fashion that clear cut chance. They couldn't. And I don't know if that was because that the defense was good, because they even adapted their formation slightly. They went 3 centre backs at one point in the game, and it made it even more difficult for Congo to get in behind. But yeah, and then they were able to come through that game, even though from their side they didn't really create too many chances. They had that one chance right at the end of the game. They scored from it. So yeah, this is the first real test, and they're not they're being tested. They're actually failing the test right now, Algeria. That's all I'll say.
mm. Funny enough, remember when you brought up Alpha Congo changing allegiances from England to Nigeria? You
Yeah,
see Wrexham's result today,
yeah. I
FA
saw it.
Cup,
I saw it.
crazy man, and he gets the
He's what?
save on Amari Hutchinson's pen.
Did he save 2? Oh, I think he saved
I
2.
think,
No.
I think he saved 2. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So yeah, he's rising right now. It's interesting that he's made that switch. Because yeah, there's I think there's an opportunity for that number 1 shirt for Nigeria. So he'll be looking
Mm,
at it. He'll be looking at it and saying, yeah, because Wabali's like, he's all right, but obviously people level a lot of stuff at him, like they don't like the fact that he plays in South Africa, for example. They don't like that. They don't like the fact that he's just kind of like out there, like he's just
yeah.
out there, like he's just a crazy guy. Like they put a lot on him, so maybe there's a chance for him still. Um, if he goes to a top club, it's a huge difference in how opponents play Leipzig. Yeah, it's just you get a different focus. Like, if you're a wide player at Leipzig, most teams aren't really looking at Leipzig with a level of respect. So you'll have this space to operate in as a player. And yeah, I mean, it'll be different if you go to a top club. That's why he probably needs if he's going to make a move, he should be making a move to a club that's slightly above the level of Leipzig to continue his development, just at maybe a bit more difficulty. And then after, like, once he hits 24, then you could be like, oh, okay, now you can take this big opportunity, because then a team would have prepared to bring you into their system, and now it's either going to be built for you, built around you, and stuff like that. But yeah, Tariq, agreeing with you on your points as well. CM, young players need patience and time to refine their game. Not everybody is ready to make an impact straight away at the best teams, which is also true. Therefore, saying there's a reason that we have under 21 football. Takes time to be fully formed. Better to stay and develop into a player where the step up is much less risk and secures the bank when you move. Yeah, that's true, man. That's true. On Congo is from from Hale End. Oh, he's an Arsenal boy. Interesting. Maybe Alex Iwobi might be able to help him settle in though. Um, would you say Aston Villa's around that level? I think so. Like, they they've shown over the last few years that they can develop talents too. Like they've become a ground where they can take a young talent and refine them. Because like Morgan Rogers is next. He's one of them
Mm,
ones next that you're gonna see end up somewhere. Like and he's been given that platform to play at Villa. Um, I think they're a funny club though as well, to be honest. Like because they've taken young talents before and sold them for profit, and I think some of them was just kind of like the money was so exceptional that they just had to sell them. So you remember Diaby, who
yeah.
he was playing in Germany. I think he was playing for Leverkusen. He came to Villa, and we was like, oh, this is a great move for him because he's coming to the
Mm,
Premier League after spending some years in Germany, and then out of nowhere they get a bid from Saudi, and he was gone. Like right, same with Duran, John
yeah.
Duran, same thing. Like they brought him in. I think he was playing in the MLS, if I'm not mistaken, before coming
Maybe
to.
correct on that one, you know.
I think he was
Let
playing
me
in the
double check.
MLS, and they picked him
John
up, gave him a platform, and then the crazy money comes from Saudi, and he was gone. But yes,
Yeah,
this
he's
is also
playing for Chicago Fire.
this is what I'm saying. Like they picked him up, and then when that crazy money came, gone. So I think you're right to read that their club is a club that they can take a young talent and really develop their talent, and then
Mm,
then after that it's like either you become a staple in that team or they'll sell you on for a big profit. Like it's 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 one of those ones. Like, but yes, PSR definitely killed Villa. Same with Newcastle, I think as well. So they're having to sell and buy. They are unable to like stockpile the talents and stuff like that. And if they've got really good talent, they can just kick. They can get a lot of money out of them. But yeah, that's what I remember him being in the MLS. I remember that, and they picked him up. That crazy money came from Saudi, and he was gone. So it's like, yeah, they're the kind of club like if I was him, Diomande, I'll probably play another 2 seasons at Leipzig, tear it up. Now at that point you're 21, then maybe move rather than make the move right now because he's not that far removed. He was playing. Diomande was playing in America, like college, collegiate type
mm.
of thing. Like I think that's what he was doing like a year ago. So yeah, um, that's what I would do if I was him. But he's had a good tournament so far. Ahmad's been on fire in this tournament as well. Um, and I know a lot of United fans were happy to see Mbumo crash out of the tournament yesterday. And
Bro,
obviously it's too early for him to play in the game tomorrow against Brighton in the FA Cup, but he'll be there for the Manchester derby, which is good at the very least. And he's come through unscathed at the very least. Like you
mm,
can't say the same. You can't say the same for some players. I saw some players for some teams, and they're like Junior Chamadu looks like he's gonna have a lengthy spill
eh,
out yesterday after what happened. And he had a great tournament for Cameroon, but unfortunately, his tournament ended with him probably going to be on the sidelines for a bit. But anyway, the players are coming back onto the pitch. It's going to be good. One day they need to change that.
ooh, your mic's gone funny.
Let me see.
Oh, you're
Oh
back
yeah,
now. Nah, I went. Nah, it's gone again.
It's gone again.
Oh, now you're good. It keeps on going like almost like you're underwater, and then it goes back to being all right.
Okay, I think I'm okay now.
Yeah. You're good. You're good.
Okay. All right. Second half. I want to see what change they make because I don't think they can continue this way. And we also have to be wary. Zerouki is on a yellow card in midfield for
Ooh,
Algeria,
okay.
and he replaced Ismail Benassir, who was injured in the last game against Congo.
Mm,
Villa have recently been a top six side Europe and the Premier League, so it's not a bad move if you can get. Yeah, like they've built that team to be like a very big presence in the Premier League, man. You just look at where they are right now. I mean, they're not fighting for the title. I don't think they have it in them, but definitely battling to be in that top four this season. So we'll see how it goes. Our wide play is growing in importance for the top teams. Look at Spain's success with Yamal and Williams, now Ivory Coast with Diamande and Ahmad. What do you think, bro?
I think we're well in that era of wingers kind of trumping the importance of having like a classic forward. I mean, everybody kind of reminisces the era where you play two up top, and you'd have like two strikers as focal points that would link up together. But nowadays, it's more so the wingers that are the primary goal scorers and of that team, and the ones that you look to play through. You know, the phenomenon of kind of wingers being inverted is really been because of that, because you want wingers to be able to cut onto their strong side and get shots on goal rather than going on the outside and crossing it into a forward that's going to be in the box waiting for that ball to come towards them. So it is interesting to see how football has shifted in that sense of where you have, you know, even as late as maybe like the late 2000s to the early 2010s, you have strikers who are the stars of the show and the ones that you're looking for, to then seeing teams like Liverpool with, oh, Osimhen! 1-0!
Easy. Hey! He has so much space in the box, man.
It's poor. How does he have all that space to just head it into the ground?
Oi. Oi, oi, oi. And it's 1-0.
All of the talk about Osimhen not scoring at Afcon has evaporated.
Yeah, it's gone. How many goals is that now? I think it's 3 for him in this tournament so far.
Yeah, 3.
On
a
your
brilliant cross into the area.
Ooh. Easy.
It's so bad defensively, though. I mean, I
just said this. Look at Zidane. Look at where he's going. Do you see what I mean? I don't think he's a goalkeeper. I'm just saying, I don't think he's a goalkeeper. Because why are you following the ball and not committing to like coming to claim it at the very least? And then look at where his ending position
the way
is.
He jumps.
He's at his post. Hey, I don't know. I've been saying I don't think he's a goalkeeper. So,
oh, here they come again. Oh, almost. Was just a little behind. What Adams? Algeria holding on, trying to survive.
There's a bit of space for Mahrez. Nah.
Tries to play the early pass, but doesn't get the lift on it.
Yeah, Nigeria scored. That's why I rate Osimhen's talent. Adams.
Been forced wide a little bit. He'll wait for some support, drive into the box. Doesn't quite have the footwork to swiftly slide past the defender. Now Iwobi.
He's going to pick this up again.
This is the first pass.
He's going to take the corner.
Smart move.
That leap in the header is class. Nigeria through to the semis then already. Poor for my Algeria manager not to make the G. Yeah, I at half time, there's no way as a manager you can look at that and say, I'm okay. We can come out in the second half like everything's fine. No, I'm making the change at half time because clearly something was wrong.
You know what? It's interesting to see T, because I was wondering, is T one of the guys that I still believe there's the best is yet to come? I know there's still guys out there still backing it, but
T said T's been saying sell him to Saudi in the summer. He's been saying
Hey,
this. He said sell him to Saudi in the summer. He's been saying this. Like
yeah, really,
it
man.
is. I mean, T knew. T said it. He was like, he don't fit our style of play. So hopefully it works out. Before they even signed him, I remember him saying in the group chat, like if they sign him, okay, but he don't fit the way we want to play. So funny as hell, man. That's what I'm saying. Like I remember you have not been a part of that team of people that have been on Gyökeres, like, because I think I you could just tell. Ooh,
Oshman
ooh,
almost connecting with that through ball.
Sesko over Gyökeres. I mean, see the Sesko thing. You see how easy it is when you start to find your teammate up front.
Forward. Mm. And this is another thing, right? Obviously, you see it with Man United every single week, but it's kind of a part of this conversation now of like wingers trumping forwards and being more of a focal point in attack. Because if you have a forward who is supposedly strong in the air, you know, you have all this fanfare of the videos and the images of this guy doing yoga mid-air, capoeira, all them things there. But you can't put a decent cross into the box to find this guy. You can't feed this guy and bring him into play. What's the point of having a striker of that nature?
That's all I'm saying. I think him being starved for service, and then all of a sudden you go and play a game in the midweek here, and then he gets 2 goals, all because people are looking to find him. It tells me everything I need to know. The tactics was off, off. I don't know. I don't know. Like, I, I mean, he's young. I mean, and the thing about it is that, like, he's definitely better than Hoyland. I think this is pretty clear. Like, it's pretty clear
Yeah,
already.
yeah, yeah.
Based on what I've seen, he's better than Hoyland. So there's a bit of space here. Ooh, Mazza trying to pass it to Amora, then fouls Ajay. Sorry, Onyeka.
He brings up a good point as well. When you got players, yeah, like Mbumo is a shoot first winger. Cunha is a shoot first player. He's not looking to pass the ball early. If he's in an area to to fire away, he's gonna do that at a high frequency, even from outside the area.
And I think, but the thing about it is that that's not going to fit with the player that you have up front, unfortunately. Like, why should
Mm.
he be sacrificing his game when your job is to find him? And you know what I mean? Like, I just don't get it. Like, are we gonna speak to the poor recruitment again, or do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it has to be that. It has to be that because if you there's all of this demand and the fanfare of we need to sign a striker, we need to sign a striker. For me, if you sign a striker, they should be the focal point of your attack. Otherwise, you might as well just play a false nine that drops deep and play makes for the wingers.
Yeah,
You don't play, you don't put in wingers and a big time striker that's supposed to be a focal point of an attack, and he becomes the third option.
yeah. Like you're right though, because at the end of the day, I wouldn't have signed Sesko then if that was the case. I would have just left it at Joshua Zirkzee, who obviously isn't a nine. He said it
Mm.
no numerous times. Let him play as the false nine, and then he's the one helping to bring in Cunha and Bumo. That's what I thought was going to happen, and then they decided to go all in and bring Sesko. So something's going to have to change. Either the way they play, or he's going to go back to doing false nine shifts. That's what I see happening. Here's Algeria and Almares. Bit of spell of possession. That's a poor ball.
Oh, that's excellent defender there from Bassi just sliding in and
Because
intercepting the pass.
you had Belhali on the overlap. You should have let him take that. But obviously,
Mm.
there's no one in the box that you can really cross the ball to. So I understand. I understand. It's like Doncic asking Doncic to score 35 points playing with Westbrook, James Harden, and Prime LeBron. Yeah, like
Yeah.
it's like that, man. Because and this is what I'm saying: is the poor recruitment. I thought they were just gonna stop. As soon as you buy and Mbumo and Cunha, you have Josh Xerxes, who you've invested a little bit of money in. He could play in that false nine position. Of course, he's not going to score a lot, but he's definitely going to provide a lot.
Yeah.
But they decided not to do that. But then everything's about to change again. So I hope.
It's exciting. It's
I hope
exciting.
that it works out. I don't think it's going to work out though. I hope it does. I don't have trust of anybody at that club that's going to make the right decisions. So I'm here along for the ride. I don't have any predictions. I know what I would like, but I know it's not going to happen. And if it does happen, I don't think it's going to go well because they're going to do things wrong. Do you see what I mean? Like, because my choice is bring Nagelsmann after the World Cup. That's who you go for because of Christopher Vivell.
Oh, what a ball by Iwobi. Osimhen.
Oh, he's in.
Oh, on
He's
the
in.
plate.
He's in.
Oh!
Hey,
Oh!
Adams. Hey, what a
That
goal!
is class. Rounds the goalkeeper
That's
and
over.
finishes.
It's game. It's game. Game. It's over. And the thing about it is, this is what I was saying. This is what I was saying. This Algeria team have not been tested at all in this competition, and and this is the test that they're getting. And the better team has shown them levels here today. Good unselfish play there from Victor Osimhen, just to slide it into his teammate Akko Adams. Easy finish, rounds the keeper. And as I said, Lucas Zidane, you are not a keeper.
Look at that. From the blink of an eye, they win the ball back in the center of the park. Brilliant pass by Iwobi. He's been doing it all tournament.
Look at the way he's scrambling.
Oh,
Look at the way the keeper is
no.
scrambling.
Look at that. Hey!
Look at the way he's scrambling. Look at what is
Oh
that?
my God.
What is
like,
that?
Imagine, he's already committed and he's sliding to the left.
Look at that.
So there is no room for recovery. He has to stretch out his hand, but by then, it's easy.
Bro, but my thing is that he didn't shape to shoot. There was no feint. Yeah. Like, do you know what I mean? He didn't. So you stay on your feet, right? You don't need to slide. You stay on your feet and then see. But that's what I'm saying. He's not a keeper, man.
Panic.
He's not a keeper, man.
Sheer panic.
That guy is not a keeper, man.
Oui. But just scintillating football from Nigeria. Handling business.
All I'm saying that the rematch is coming between them and Ivory Coast. I'm telling you, we're gonna get a rematch of 2023 final. Here's Mahrez in the box now. There's Mazza. Trapped by Bassi. Yeah. It's a goal kick.
Really, really good again.
This time Zidane saves. What was the point of signing Mason Mount? I don't know. Poor recruitment all around. I don't know. But he's happy being a squad player at the very least. He's not kicking up a fuss.
Number 7 poster boy, man.
I mean, yeah, you could say that too. Nigeria are through. Yeah, they're through. They are through. Haj Musa is about to come on for Algeria. Look at this. This is the first change they're making, you know.
You've been struggling the whole game. You need to find a way to change the dynamic of the game, and now you make a change when it's too late. Oh.
I'm still... Hey, what is Zidane doing? He is not a goalkeeper, man. He's not a goalkeeper. He's not a goalkeeper. That guy is not a goalkeeper. I've been saying this. In the celebration as well.
It's tough. That's tough. Real tough. but nothing less than they deserve.
Look at them, triple substitution. You see, this is what I'm saying, man. I don't like stuff like this because it's like, as the coach, yeah, after seeing that
Yeah.
first half, if I was the coach, I'm making one change at the very least at halftime.
Mm.
But now you're 2-0 down and you decided to, and look at what he's doing. He's trying to rally them, but he's like, nah, man, I'm not trying to hear what you're trying to say, bro. Like, the game's done. Mahrez off. Captain Mahrez is off. Haj Musa on. And I'm surprised that this one Mazda's off as well for Bubina, who scored the goal to bring them here. I think this is Mahrez's last Afcon. He said this himself. He's not playing in the next one next year.
Okay.
So he'll be retiring from international football from here. He'll have his one moment, helping his nation win it in 2019 in Egypt, but unfortunately for him, it's over. Second goal, Nigeria's flying high, says Hassan. This is what I love to see, says Isaac. Brilliant goal all around. Pass from Iwobi, touch and awareness from Osimhen, and the composure from Adams as well. Morocco, same as Algeria. Have they been tested? We shall see. This is what I'm saying, bro. Like, even Morocco, I don't think they've been that tested. I mean, they had a scare against Mali. They drew that game 1-1. But yeah, they haven't really been tested. They had a scare against Tanzania as well, to be fair. Hey, nah. How can I say Sam will pick the guy up, bruv? How can he pick him up? Hey, look at Mali. Hey. That's hilarious. And he got booked as well.
That's crazy.
I think, yeah, it's going to be one for say Sam. Hey. Nah. This game has 3 or 4 no first. Man, nah, don't do this. That side of their family is them man have them haircuts, bro. Have you seen the Jermaine Jackson one,
bro? And did you see what kind of excuse you tried to make? We're trying to say why.
I didn't hear no excuses. I just seen the picture.
Oh my days, man. The trim is absurd, man.
Oi, and then
this guy tried to say he uses products, which is why it looks so flat to lay down his hair, because otherwise it would be out here like this. I said, nah, don't cap, bro. Don't lie to us like this.
Oi. And then even, yeah, before the tournament, yeah, well, Bali dyed his hair blonde. He dyed his hair blonde for one day and then took it off, bruv. And then they asked him, why did he do that? And he said it was AI. He said, whatever you saw, it was AI. This is why the people in Nigeria hate him, bruv, because he's a madman, Busy saying, didn't the Algeria coach Nigeria before? I don't think so, bro. I don't think he's coached Nigeria before. No. Their previous coach before Eric Chell was the current coach of Benin, Gernot Rohr, the German guy or French guy. I think he's French or German. I don't know. I don't think so. The first half from Algeria is poor, very poor. They've resigned to this defeat. They knew that this was going to be difficult. Where's that bum that was disrespecting Congo? Where is he today? He's been crap, to be fair, today. So what he did on when was it, Tuesday, Wednesday, whenever they played, yeah, he didn't do nothing in this game. I think he's on the pitch. Yeah, he's still on the pitch, but he's been poor. Big up to NN. This game is over. Big up yourself, NN. Commiserations for last night, though, bro. You didn't have a shot on target, which wasn't nice, bro. Okay, Bassi just moved that guy out of the way.
It's bullying, man. Hey.
It's Belali. It's cleared away by Ajayi. Just check the Manchester City score. What's the score?
Bro, I swear
Don't
they
tell me.
scored 10.
Huh?
Was it 10-1?
Don't lie. 10-1. What? What?
Yeah, 10-1. Bro,
Oi.
10-1.
Oi. Semenyo
Hey.
scored on the debut.
Yeah, man.
Oi.
Hey. That's nasty, bro.
Yo,
Imagine 20 shots, 10 on target, and all of those goals, shots on target were goals. What?
yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. That's scary as hell. I can't lie. Hey, Tariq, what do you think? Because they've got Semenyo now, yeah? If they decide to go and get a defender, like, for example, Gay, before the end of the window now, that changes things, in my opinion. Because now it means Arsenal got to go and spend on something. Do something. I don't know. Because I was saying this. I said this in the group chat. I was like, they weren't that far off of you guys. What's it, 6 points? It's 2
Yeah.
games. It's 2 games.
A lot can change when you drop points.
It's only 2 games. Like, if they go out there and get a centre back now, it kind of changes things a little bit. Don't you think? You think that you think the title's still wrapped up? And that City are gonna drop too many points? I don't know. They're in this position. I know it's not the same team, but you know, I can't believe Arsenal's gonna win the league. Big up to Priyan as well. Big up yourself, man, all the way from India. Big up yourself.
Come on.
Come on. The Algerian coach used to manage the Swiss national team. Yeah, because I don't remember him being a Nigeria coach in my time. I've never seen it, so I don't know. Yeah, Jermaine Jackson, bro. Yeah, I know that's who you meant. You said
Hey.
Tito. I was like, it's Jermaine. Because I've seen Jermaine's been having that trim from time. Like, it's not a new thing, it's old. He's been having this trim, you know. This is the corner for Algeria with Bali with a punch. What the hell kind of punch was that? This is why they don't like him. It's a cross. Oh, that's very poor from Haj Musa. Haj Musa gets booked there. Drizzy say, I can't believe that Arsenal's going to win. Hassan saying City's going to win. Wolves beat Shrewsbury 6-1. Burnley are beating Millwall 5-1. Burton beating Borough Wood 5-0. That's crazy. That's a crazy one. Boy, I mean, it's gonna be interesting. We'll see how this title race goes, man. I think it's gonna be interesting, man. There's gonna be twists and turns along the way still. Onyedika's coming on. Onyeka's about to come on as well. So as it stands, obviously Nigeria are going to be facing the hosts Morocco in the semi-finals. I think that's going to be a good game, a really good game, because you're going to actually see this Morocco team tested as well. And
It'd be a
then
big
we're
one
going to...
because they won't be the aggressors in that game.
They won't. They won't. Like, one thing that I think that I've seen from them as well in this tournament is they've pressed very well. And yesterday they really nullified Mbumo and Belaba. Belaba was unable to pick the ball up, like dropping in between the two centre backs to start the attacks for Cameroon. He struggled in the game so much because they really marked him out of the game. Is Lookman. So I'm going to be interested to see, because I don't think they'll be able to press that way. Because if they're going to do it, the person you need to press is Iwobi. Iwobi's getting that little bit of space to be able to pick these passes from deep. You have to stop him if you want to. If that's how you want to do it, you've got to stop him. And then also, what that will do is also got to push the centre backs back. Have too much freedom. Too much freedom to come forward and step forward and pick passes out. Like, that's what's going to have to happen if they want to win that game against Nigeria. But I don't think they will. I think Nigeria will knock them out in the semis on Wednesday and get to the final again, back to back Afcon finals. Look at the Algerian fans. They're so quiet. They're unhappy. Drizzy saying, I'm sorry, Senegal is going to beat Ivory Coast. Senegal need their revenge. I don't think so, bro. I'm backing Ivory Coast all the way. What? Senegal have started this tournament. Most games they've started this tournament. Most games they've started in this tournament, they've been very slow. Even yesterday's game, they were slow to come out the blocks. And then they got there in the end. I don't think they'll be able to do that against Ivory Coast. Because by that time, you'll be 2-0 down. Then you got to fight. So we'll see. City have got United, Liverpool, and Spurs away from home in the next 5 games. Don't put your trust in us. We're not going to do anything. We're not going to do nothing because we can't beat Burnley. We had 30 shots against Burnley, bro. 30. And we drew. Don't put any hope in us, please. I beg. Don't put any hope in us, please.
Something may happen. It might. But
30 shots, bro, against Burnley. And we only scored twice. They had 1 shot on target and drew with us. Tells you everything you need to know. I watched that game with so much frustration. I really wanted that goal for Lacey to go in.
Yeah.
It would have been a great moment for him.
Strike, man.
But yeah, it was one of those games. This is the thing. You're right about this, though. In that big game, they're going to do everything they can to make sure that we do what we need to do. And then we'll end up winning the game. He's offside here, Adams. He's offside. Yeah. Bro, I actually think that this Ivory Coast team is actually stronger than the one that won Afcon last time out. I actually think that is a will be. Like, you got to think about it. Defensively, they're strong. Ndika, Kusunu, Conan, and Due. Then in that midfield, Kessier, Sangare, and then whoever they decide to partner up with him, but they got that guy, Inau. Oh, he's cold. Cold. Then out wide, Ahmad, Diomande, then whoever you want up top, bro. It doesn't matter who. You can put whoever up top, they're good. But yeah, Nigeria are winning this game comfortably. Hey, I'm back. I know who I'm backing. I'm backing Ivory Coast. I know Senegal are a great team, but I think they're too confident because the coach was in a press conference talking about I've got 26 starters. All right. If that's what you believe, that's cool. But I still think that Ivory Coast got enough to beat them. Obviously, they got to get there first. But I think they beat Egypt tonight. Nah, this is hilarious though. Algeria are being exposed. They've been exposed today.
It have been, and it hasn't been pretty. I know you've been saying this for a minute, bro. You're waiting to see that big test, and obviously Nigeria, I think in the tournament thus far, the biggest test that can come because they have played extremely dominant and have been dominant throughout, especially in that round of 16 tie, and today is no different. They made quick work of Mozambique, and Same could be said about Algeria.
Hey, who? I'm not. Hey, I know who I want to win this thing. I want Ivory Coast to win this now. Those are my people. They're my people. Here's Budnajar. Poor, poor. It's hilarious how quiet it is in the stadium. All you can hear is trumpets, bro. Like, because Algeria's fans have been in the stadiums, been loud. Like, this is the quietest I've heard them the whole tournament. It's funny, man. Hey, the thing about it is, yeah, do you remember in 08 when we beat them in the third, fourth playoff? You remember that game, bro? We beat them, I think 4-0. And then that tournament, they had the big hitters, man. That was like prime Yaya, Kolo Toure. I think Drogba was there. I think he was. I don't know if he played in that game. So I've seen us beat them at Afcon. I mean, the penalty shootout. Don't blame me. Blame who you need to blame. That penalty shootout, we was 3-1 up in the penalty shootout. So let's not even go there. Blame them. Don't blame me. We should have won that. And why is he going down like this? See, that's what I'm saying. You remember? I remember. We should have went to the final. We should have won it, but we didn't. Who beat us in the semis? It was it's Cameroon, isn't it? I think it was Cameroon in 08. It was Cameroon. We didn't play Egypt, and then Egypt beat them in the final. Nah. What's he gesturing? He said money. Nah. Nigeria didn't pay off any rest, bro. Don't stop this. Stop this. You can't be screaming corruption, yeah, in a North African a North African Afcon, bro. You can't be screaming corruption, bro. You're the North Africans, bro. Like, you just been beaten. Fair and square, like. Hey, Egypt. Ivory Coast seems like a 50-50 to you. That's interesting. I understand this. I know their record isn't great against Egypt, Ivory Coast, but I think this time around though we'll see Ivory Coast beat them. I think they've got too much to beat them. Egypt are good defensively though. I will say that. So we'll see. It will be a bit of a chess match, I think. Yeah, Algeria trying to get back into this game, but
I mean, yeah, I don't see that happening.
I mean, yeah, it's not. They're trying to find a way, but it's just, yeah, it's just poor. This is what I'm saying. You see where Alex Iwobi just picked the ball up. You can't allow him to have this kind of space. And I'm talking about in the semi-final. If you're Morocco, you have to operate the same way you did with Baleba. Baleba struggled in the game. yesterday because they were crowding him.
Mm.
Takes a shot, wild shot from Budenaja.
I mean, as a team, if Addis Owobi doesn't have that space to operate, pick up the ball from deep positions, and do what he's done for most of the tournament, how do you counteract that?
What if you're Nigeria?
Yeah, if you're Nigeria.
Mm, you can go direct. Do you know what I'm saying? If he
Mm.
their plan B would be go direct because you have Osimhen up top that can actually get the ball in the air. He's great in the air, so he'll be able to get the knockdown. And you've got players around him, so they've got a plan B if that happens to them. But like that's one of the keys for them to win the game. Morocco, they have to stop Alex Iwobi picking up the ball in those areas. They have to stop the centre backs from having that time and space to be able to pick passes as well. Um, but yeah, that's what I would do. There's a
Oh,
time.
that's a lovely touch there by Osimhen. Oh, he's not able. Oh, what a
Oh,
ball! What a ball! Oh, he missed. Hit the post, Nico Adams.
that guy's
That
not a
was
keeper, bro.
brilliant from
He's not
Osimhen.
a keeper, bro.
Hey,
He's not a keeper. It's nepotism. It's nepotism, bro.
hey.
Yeah, that should have been. I mean, it's been game over, but it should have been 3-0. It's nepotism. I don't care. He's not a keeper, bro. Like, what we doing here? Like he does not show me anything. He doesn't show me anything that tells me this is a goalkeeper. Do you know what I mean? Like he don't have. See how he don't have black goalkeeper tax on. He don't have none of these things on his name in it. So like, you can't be moving like this as a goalkeeper. I'm sorry.
Nah,
Look at what he's doing.
bro,
Look
look,
at what he's
even
doing.
he had the space to pick it up. Why is he go like? Why is he stretching out to go and clear it like this? Hey,
Not a goalkeeper. I'm telling you, nepotism is brought him here.
nah. That cutaway to the bench is crazy.
No, he
Hey.
don't have no black keeper tax or any allegations on his name, bro. So there's no reason why you should be moving like this, bro. Like that's crazy, man. Bruv, he was not world class. I don't like. They don't even trust him to take long kicks, bruv. He always has to have a centre back next to him, bruv, to take the kicks for him. More time, it's like, what are you injured, bruv? Because that's what happens when when the goalkeeper's injured, yeah.
Yeah.
When the
Hey.
goalkeeper's injured and the centre back takes the kicks, yeah, it's nepotism, pure nepotism, fam. I don't care. I don't care. Look at it. Look at the way they're arguing, bro, on the bench.
They are crashing out, man. Hey.
They're gonna sack this manager, though. They have to. I
He's
mean,
gone.
they don't have to. They don't have to, but they shouldn't.
Man, like Vladimir Petkovic. How did you even make it here, man?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I think it's because he speaks French.
Mm. Bosnia and Herzegovina. Oh, he has to score that.
That's a score.
Has to get on target.
Hey, hey, it's all mad, man. I'm telling you, it's all mad. But I'm glad that the stuff is being exposed. Algeria are not a good team. and Lucas Zidane is not a goalkeeper. What's all this? Look at this, man.
Hey, hey, hey.
Man, just get up, man. Just get up, man.
Honestly, man, it's actually
Come
nah.
on, bro. Come on, bro. If he didn't do anything, bro, what is this, man? Look at
Look at
that.
this.
Look at that, man.
Hits you on the neck and you're there holding your face. Accordance with another goal today coming off the pitch. Could have had two.
Yeah. Lookman off as well. This game is done. I love how quiet the stadium is. There's bare Algerians in there. There's loads of them in there, and
Yeah,
they're
shell
just
shocked.
quiet. I mean,
Shell shocked, man.
man,
You
they
know,
need
you
to
know
go.
them ones sometimes when you see your team doing so well, and then you encounter a situation where it's the complete opposite. That all of that positive delusion just if like it evaporates, bro. It disappears, and you're forced to face reality. And unfortunately, this is a harsh reality here for the players, for the manager, for the fans.
I don't know if they thought that they were gonna win. Like, I mean, if I was a fan, I would have been like, oh, I'm not sure. There could have been no confidence from them to think, yeah, we're gonna win this. How? You're just not good. Algeria spell a possession to try and end this game. They're trying to get themselves something. I don't think they've had a shot on target yet.
Nah,
They haven't, have they?
nope, no shots.
Yeah,
Two
no,
shots, none on target.
yeah, they haven't had a shot on target. Like, and this comes, it all points back to the fact that they haven't had that focal point, so they were not unable to relieve themselves some pressure and get themselves back into the game. No traditional number 9 up top, and then how good defensively Nigeria have been in this tournament. Nobody's really been able to get any change out of Bassi or Semi Ajayi at the back there. And then the weak points in their defense, you would say, will be their fullbacks. Because obviously, or say
Mhm.
Samuel is not their number one. It's Ola Aina, but obviously he was injured coming into this tournament, so he couldn't make it. So he's their backup. And then Onyemechi didn't start the tournament. Bruno Onyemechi didn't start the tournament. It was, I want to know who's on the bench for them. Forget I forget who. Um, he didn't start until I think the game against Tunisia. That's when he came on. Um, Maybe it's Sanusi. I think it was Sanusi. I think it's him. But yeah, Um, those are the two weak points in their defense, and even they've looked comfortable in the games that they've played. So yeah, and for a team, they've conceded I think 4 goals in the tournament so far. Nigeria, Algeria only
Mhm.
conceded one up until now, but I don't think it's because their defense was good. I just think they didn't face any tests. And you're right, bro. Shell shocked. Everybody's shell shocked. You come into the game, you're like, oh, they're reading off all the records. Oh, you got through to the quarterfinals for the first time since 2019. You have only conceded 1 goal. And then when you come into the game and you come against the real team, and then you can't lay a glove on them, I mean, what do you even say to the players in the dressing room? Like after the game, what do you say?
Go home.
All the fans have to go home. They gonna go back to their homes, bro. Like pissed. 6 minutes of added time. This game has been done. It's done.
And it's the fact 2-0 down, you make a triple substitution.
That's poor. Very poor from the coach. Should have made his subs at halftime and then just taken the risk. Hey, I mean, I know for a fact that my man couldn't be speaking about he couldn't be coming in there with chest. No way. Like Algeria have not been good for a long time. Like even you could even say that they probably weren't the best team in 2019, but they won it. I don't think they were the best from what I remember. From what I remember, like Egypt were really good, so were Nigeria. But look how shocked they look. Why are you shocked? You're just not good.
You have to believe, bro. You have to be. It hurts.
Nah,
It hurts. It really does. But you have to believe.
they're not good. Like, I mean, if anything, that game against Congo showed everything. It showed you exactly who they were. They know how they got all the nice little, flicks and tricks and stuff like, but they can't do much. They're not gonna lay any gloves on you, bro. They're not good. It's only against weak.
Hey, hey.
Oi!
Hey, hey, nobody's screaming, man.
Yo,
Hey. Oh, he might be injured. Either that or he's just nah, there's no way. You're good, man. You're good. This guy. Imagine on my feet, I mean,
Ah!
hey!
Ah!
Hey!
Ah! Bro, what are you doing, fam? He's hilarious, man. He's a hilarious goalkeeper, man. These men are complaining as if what, bro? You've lost the game, fam. Look at this guy, bro. Hey, and I don't know how you can be shocked. They're not even leaving the stadium. You can leave, You can actually go home. Like you don't actually have to stay and watch this. Look how shocked they look.
Nah, this is crazy, bro. These cutaways are peak. They're trying to figure out how this happened. The inquest is gonna be crazy after this game, man. They're
Yeah,
holding up the
nah,
Afcon trophy.
Wait, what?
What? What?
What? Wait, huh? Okay, so say Samuel's come off and Igor has come on. I thought it was going to be Osimhen off. Eee. He's up now. I mean, the game is done. They should just blow the whistle, man. Let the fans go home. Let them go get some food, something. You know what I'm saying? Like quick time, then get their airport and out. Any attack going up versus Nigeria just weakens their defense to concede more. Nigeria haven't conceded less than haven't scored less than 2 goals in any game at this Afcon yet. It's going to be hard to keep them out for Morocco in the next round. So that's why I don't think they. That's why I think they're going to beat Morocco. The only way Morocco beats them is, like we said, the corruption begins. Because we saw some of that stuff yesterday, bro. They should have had a man sent off. El Kanu should have been sent off for a second yellow. They didn't do that.
Yeah.
They didn't look at VAR for the penalty shout for Mbumo.
And there was a couple of them.
And then I saw other stuff and I was like, yo, this is a foul. They didn't give it. You know, man are moving the free kick 5-10 yards forward, bruv, when the referee's not looking. Like moving the spot of the ball, like close to the goal as well. I'm like, huh? I'm sure I'm not the only person seeing this.
Just blow the whistle, man. Put them out their misery.
Yeah, man. I know Kendall's happy about this, boy. Look at the sadness on the faces of people. Still no.
Hey, how long does it have to go on? Almost 97 and a half minutes played.
He's over the back of his head, bro. Like they don't care. The game is done. And Moses Simon. Hey.
Hey.
Man, hey, what is going on, man?
Show some fight.
Nah, you can't be doing that in 97 minutes, bro. I'm sorry. Not in 97 minutes, bro. You should have been showing fight from time ago, bro.
Defend
97
your
minutes
honor.
Nah. This is what they be doing. They do this type of stuff all the time. They can't lose gracefully, bruv. When they win now, man are doing all gestures, acting all stupid. But then as soon as you're losing now, no one can lose gracefully, bro. Like they beat you, their better team beat you. I don't understand.
Nah, did you see that coach? He's there going, what are you doing this for, bro?
So
them man are beaten up, beaten, battered, and bruised. And you're there going, hey, what do you think this is? You have nothing left, bro.
Just blow the whistle, fam. There's all this for nothing. Because that was a bad tackle by Belgali. I don't understand what like you're fighting for. Over. That's it. Game done. Nigeria are in the semi-finals. They take on Morocco on Wednesday. It's going to be a good game. The hosts are going to have the biggest test that they're probably going to have in this tournament so far, for sure, against this Nigeria team. Nigeria have been dominant from start to finish. Algeria, everything that defines this performance is defined by the fact that they didn't get a shot on target. Very, very poor. And look, they're fighting on the center circle with the referees, and like you've lost fair and square. There's no need for any of this. No need. Eric Shell getting a lot of love from his coaching staff. 1 year to the day, I think, since he joined Nigeria. And now he's on the verge of potentially getting them to another Afcon final. Let's see what happens. In the 98th minute, 6 minutes of added time, Algeria just added more by just brawling everyone left in this corruption competition. I'm glad I only have to see this trash every 4 years now. Go away, fam. They robbed my country. I pray they rob Nigeria. That's the only way they win. That's how I see it. The only way that they win and they beat Nigeria on Wednesday is if the corruption begins. And we'll see it live, because I've seen enough. So that's how they get through to the final, if the corruption begins. Oh man. That game was over after half an hour. After an hour. It was done. Algeria did not offer anything in the game. Like I said, they weren't going to do anything. The first real test, they failed at Afcon. They've done well to not go out at the group stage like they did in the 2 previous competitions. But this one here, they didn't have enough to get through this test. They didn't have enough. But look. Man said, what? I said it. Hey, don't go back. Go back. Bruv, there were so many times where I was like, yo, this is corruption. You have to go back to that stream. I said it. The corruption was coming out. But at the same time, Cameroon didn't do enough in the game. You have to admit this. It was poor. You said it yourself. They were very poor in the game. They didn't get a shot on target either. So it's one thing when you're in the game and things aren't going your way. You're creating chances. You're getting chances on goal and stuff like that. When you don't create any chances, you can't really be screaming corruption. You didn't do anything anyway for them to be doing corruption and taking stuff away from you, innit? I'm just saying. Bro, you're seeing the dictator in the stands. The dictator was in the stands doing all of this. Hey, Samuel Eto'o as the president of Cameroonian football is hilarious, bro. What? Oh man. Anyway, we still have one more game for tonight. Quarterfinal. The winner of Egypt versus Ivory Coast will take on Senegal on Wednesday as well. Big up to man like CM for coming through once again. Make sure you follow him on CM22ET on X. And then also make sure you do so on TikTok as well. And also subscribe to his channel on YouTube, CM22ET. And as for me, make sure you follow Pros Only Sports on X, TikTok, and Instagram. And then also subscribe to the channel here on YouTube. Make sure you're hitting the like button and subscribe button as well. If you're new, hit the notification bell. We'll be back very shortly, people. Peace.